All right, y'all, we are back with another video, man, and we are back with this right here. Like I said, shout out to Doug, doing an amazing job. Like I said, always keeping us up to date with everything that is going on in the news. Like I said, I will leave the original video in the description. Make sure y'all go over and go show Doug some love, okay? And he said that Donald Trump attorney Alina Habba exposes E. Jean Carroll's corrupt suit against POTUS. President of the United States. Now, I covered some of this right here yesterday, and I seen a little video of Trump saying that he feel like he should be rewarded in damages because of what this woman is trying to get done to him. And Donald Trump said that she is lying on him and that he should sue her for damages because, like I said, at the end of the day, we hearing that the Democrats is using this woman to try to take Donald Trump out. Like I said, I don't get into the news of did he do this? Did this happen? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I don't think I can go off as the news that we be hearing and stuff like that. And to me, like I said yesterday in my video, I just feel like her story don't add up to what she's trying to say. Donald Trump said she got into court. She didn't really know what to say. She talking about this happened 3 decades ago. She don't remember anything. And yet we come to find out that the Democrats is trying to use this woman to try to take out Donald Trump. And it's what we heard from it. But we're going to go ahead and dive straight into this and see what more information that Doug has on this. Like I said, make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody who clicked on the video for the very first time. And shout out to the one that always watches the entire video. Appreciate all of you for that, because when you do that, YouTube will share it so more people can see my reaction. I really appreciate it. Please hit that like button so this video can get out there so more people can see this. All right, so without further ado, let's dive straight into this and let's see what more news that Doug has, y'all. Let's go.
Now that we did yesterday's episode on the expansive E. Jean Carroll versus Trump case in New York, we can do some backfill on the details. And in this episode, I'm going to show you how Alina Habba has basically made the case already and has already proven to limit the damages against Trump. That's what this is about, not whether if he's guilty or innocent, but how much money he has to pay. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. This is where the happy patriots are. I welcome you in this community. Trump to attend mother-in-law's funeral will miss E. Jean Carroll trial after nasty judge refuses to delay. That's today's news. He is not able to go to this trial. If he needs to testify, he'll testify on Monday. They're saying he doesn't need to be there, which is silly. He is the only defendant named in the trial.
Right.
Trump knocks judge for not delaying E. Jean Carroll trial for Melania's mother's funeral. And Trump blasts judge for denying the trial delay for the mother-in-law funeral. If Melania Trump is supposed to speak at this funeral, and if we do that, we'll do a video on that. So make sure that you subscribe, guys. That's all I ask is throw me a little bone. I'm here to put on a show, and I'd love to have you in the audience. Judge threatens to throw Trump out of the E. Jean Carroll defamation trial. He's smart enough for the judge. Here he is at the beginning of the trial last year.
This would not be your first choice. You were referring to her physical looks, correct?
Just the overall. I look at her, I see her, I hear what she says, whatever. You wouldn't be a choice of mine either, to be honest with you. I hope you're not insulted. I would not, under any circumstances, have any interest in you. I'm honest when I say it. I would not have any interest.
He's saying E. Jean Carroll's not his type. Let's take a closer look at E. Jean Carroll, who names the mice in her house.
Some very distinguished mice live here. Kahneman lives in the kitchen.
And then she names her dogs filthy names.
On the door are the list of my dogs: Heidi, Tits, Bloody, and Hepburn.
I've been around eccentric artists my whole life, and E. Jean Carroll takes the cake of lunatic. She also named her cat Vagina.
And then after I got done painting the rocks, I just sort of walked over here and then did that tree and then did that tree and then I did this.
Definitely not Trump's type. And then here's Habba nailing her in court. Habba then pressed Carroll if her reputation is better now after going after Trump. Quote, no, my status was lowered, Carroll responded. I'm partaking in this trial to bring my old reputation and status back. She doesn't want her old salary back because she's only gaining money in going after Trump. When asked if she sued Trump to bring her reputation back, Carroll replied, yeah. Carroll confirmed she had around 10,500 followers on Twitter in 2017 and now has more than 282,000 followers for the social media platform. One of Carroll's posts after the verdict last year, quote, ladies, I may have a word with you. We won, garnered more than 3.9 million views. And in this economy, views are money.
Yep.
Habba also questioned Carroll about sexually explicit tweets she posted in the years before 2019, which remain on her public account. Not all the tweets came into the evidence as Judge Lewis Kaplan, Democrat, sustained some objections from Carroll's attorney, arguing the social media posts were not relevant. Here's some of the posts they won't allow them to show in court. E. Jean Carroll, in bed, would you rather be called normal or unusual? E. Jean Carroll, sex tip I learned from my dog. When in heat, chase the male until he collapses with exhaustion, then jump him. Again, doesn't seem like Trump's type. Here's Trump with red marks on his hands. Donald Trump's hand, red marks, spark accusations on social media. What are the mysterious red marks on Trump's hand? 4 reasons for the mysterious red marks on Trump's hands from a dermatologist. Here's Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski on MSNBC offering zero help.
Like Donald Trump has his hands are bleeding. Looks like he has a sore.
Magic marker?
No, is it magic marker? Because it looks like he has a sore on his index finger there.
Haven't you people ever heard of Flamin' Hot Cheetos, you elite snobs?
There was a point in time during the day where Trump, very frustrated with Judge Kaplan, banged his hands down on the table. I doubt that the blisters or marks that we're seeing there come from that, but could they be exacerbated by that? Perhaps.
Perhaps not. Here's Senator Brad Hoylman. When they passed the law to expand the statute of limitations to allow 1 year where alleged victims can go back and sue. Notice who he added in Twitter, E. Jean Carroll. That's because she was behind that law as seen in this clip.
E. Jean actually helped to get that law passed. It passed last year. We filed.
That law passed. It passed last year. It passed last year.
That law passed because of E. Jean Carroll. They planned this against Trump, and that has to be illegal and thrown out at a higher court. Here's the only image you'll get from the court case. There's no photography allowed. There's the judge at the top, Trump on the left, Alina Habba arguing, and that's E. Jean Carroll in the witness stand. Trump lawyer presses Carroll on income increasing in years since she filed the first lawsuit. This is what is establishing that E. Jean Carroll has only benefited by going after Trump, and that's why she did it. She was quiet up until her career was down and her book sales weren't there. We're going to get to that. Hold tight. Trump attorney Alina Habba is questioning E. Jean Carroll about her income before and after her 2019 book that contained the sexual assault allegations involving Trump. Habba asked Carroll about her income today, and she said she makes about $100,000 from Substack posts, an online publishing platform, and some income from her books. Habba then asked her to confirm. That's more than what she was making in 2018 at Elle magazine for her column. Alina Habba, who the left is writing all these articles about what a terrible lawyer she is, she's going right to the heart of the matter. How much money did you make then versus how much money do you make now after the Trump allegation, proving that she's doing fine and making money off of it. So she's not this person who had a career destroyed by Trump. The opposite happened. Her career was made by her accusations against Trump.
Yep.
Carroll has testified she made $60,000 at Elle magazine before she left in 2019, though she has said she made as much as $400,000 in 1 year at her peak in the 90s. That actually proves that her career is on the mass decline from the 90s. Habba's line of questioning focuses on the idea that Carroll's once lucrative career fizzled by 2018, And that's when she decided to write a book, including the Trump allegations. And her book wouldn't even sell until she brought up and publicized that allegation.
See, that's the thing right here. As I'm listening to this, because I didn't want to pause, I want to let Doug talk a little bit more, because it's like she's basically just using Donald Trump to get money because she was broke. And then after just being broke for so long, then all of a sudden she write this book. And then I guess she's trying to put the accusations on Donald Trump to be able to sell her book. Now she's talking about how many followers she done got, how much money she's making off this. We find out that Democrats is funding her to try to take down Donald Trump. Then you let New York just implement a law that wasn't even there. They get to just implement a law to benefit this woman to try to take down Trump. How is this crap even allowed? How is this allowed? That they literally gonna let this woman just do this to Donald Trump. This is unbelievable. I cannot believe this. This ain't nothing but a money grab. And you can see the Judge Kaplan, he's in on it. He's a Democrat judge. He don't like Donald Trump. So they're all just trying to take down this man, and they basically trying to use this woman to try to put these accusations on Donald Trump so she can make money, and then they can try to get this man put in jail. And like, why make Donald Trump pay some money for something they can't even prove? Like, they can't even prove it. And they just literally, like, if he just say the wrong thing, they trying to get money out of him. I seen an article saying something about, Donald Trump got a whole lot of money. He keeps saying stuff like this. How much money should we keep fining him for every time he says something about this woman? You tell me this woman can put accusations on him and he can't respond and say, man, I don't like that woman. That woman ain't my type. This man get fined for saying she ain't my type. This woman has a cat named Vagina. What? Like, I mean, you know, like I said, I don't know what happened in this situation, but I'm just looking at like the story. It to me, I'm just saying, to me personally, it just don't add up. To me, it sounds like a money grab. To me, it sounds like some Democrats that are just trying to fund this woman just so to see if they can take down Donald Trump. And obviously, this Judge Kaplan is in on it. This is what it sounds like to me. But let's keep it going.
Jean Carroll admits she told Trump stories because her, quote, book was not selling, unquote. That's from her.
Look at this. Now, y'all heard what I just said. I felt like this was a money grab. This woman is trying to sell a book. And what better way to try to sell your book than put accusations on Donald Trump that is not there? And you know you're lying. Listen to this. Jean Carroll admits she told stories because her book was not selling. Confirms George Conway convinced her to sue Donald Trump. I've said this for the longest. The story just don't add up to me. It's a money grab.
Said that. Confirms George Conway, that's Kellyanne Conway's Democrat husband she just divorced.
Democrats.
Convinced her to sue. So this is all inside gross Democrat apparatchiks manipulating the courts against Trump. This is corruption. This is not a blind, impartial law. During the questioning, Carroll also let slip that she embarked upon a media tour about her story about the 45th president because, quote, journalists wanted to hear about President Trump, unquote, she added. Quote, I saw that the book was not selling, so I tried to talk about it, unquote. That's it. Even her book that has the story in it didn't.
Let me say this as well, because I seen somebody say this in the comment section yesterday. It just came to my mind. Somebody was like, well, Adogg, stop being a Trumper. Donald Trump is in pictures with this woman. I don't know if Donald Trump is in pictures of this woman to be a fact, but I look at it like this. Just because you take a picture with somebody don't mean you know them. Like, you know how it can be just random people that know. Like, Donald Trump is a public figure. Of course, if people see him, they walk up to him, hey, can I get a picture? That don't mean because you took a picture with him that he knows you. That right there is just ridiculous to me. And like I said before, it ain't the point that I'm taking up for Donald Trump. I'm just saying, just me hearing the story and what this woman is saying just don't add up. And then it's coming out that Democrats is on the side of this woman, funding her to try to take down Donald Trump. This woman is trying to sell a book. But like I said, just because you take a picture with someone, that doesn't mean they know you. You know how many famous people take pictures with regular people all the time? Do that mean if I go take a picture with, let's say, LeBron James or somebody, do that mean LeBron know me? No, it don't. Just because I took a picture with him don't mean he know me. I mean, I just don't get it, man. Some people just say anything.
Sell until she marketed Trump. Then the money came in. Bizarro advice columnist and fantasist Eugene Carroll has admitted that former husband to Kellyanne Conway, George Conway, convinced her to sue President Donald J. Trump following a meeting at a party hosted by far-left columnist Molly Jong Fast. The claim, now confirmed by Carroll, was initially reported in April of 2023. Wait till you hear where this party was set at by all these secret smoky room deal Democrats. It's at comedian Kathy Griffin's house. But first, in addition to Carroll's admission over the far left plot against Trump, she also disclosed, under questioning by her own counsel, that she told friends and colleagues she was only, despite the president's denials over sexually abusing her in a Bergdorf Goodman changing room in the mid-90s. Just remember that word, Bergdorf Goodman changing room. Bergdorf changing room.
Okay.
Now watch this. She was a big fan of Law and Order. Listen carefully.
And it was not her fantasy, it was mine. Okay. Yeah. Role play took place in the dressing room of Bergdorf's. While she was trying on lingerie, I would burst in.
It's about a lawyer who had a fantasy that took place in a changing room in Bergdorf's, which is what Eugene Carroll is claiming against Trump while she was trying on lingerie, that someone busts in and assaults them. And that's this lawyer's fantasy in an episode of Law and Order. The details are a little too specific. There it is, Bergdorf Goodman. I want you to just remember that. This lady.
So she took something from Law and Order and tried to make it seem like that Trump did something to her in that same exact room. You got to be kidding me. This is pathetic. This is pathetic.
Took the story from Law and Order. So she's also a plagiarist. Just like Joe Biden, just like President Claudine Gay of Harvard. They're all plagiarists. She is now seeking further damages from President Trump for his continuing insistence that her story, oddly similar to a plot line from the TV show Law and Order, never happened. So now I just want to put this all together for you. All this took place at a party at Kathy Griffin's house, the comedian. For those of you who don't remember this redheaded, crazy anti-Trump lunatic, she's the one that did the artwork holding up Trump's bloody head, decapitated head, that she thought was funny and posted it on Twitter. These are the people behind this case. In conclusion, I believe this shows that Trump is being hunted by lunatics and hardcore Democrats that change the law, tell lies that they stole from a Law and Order episode by a mentally unhinged woman who is making money off her story and proved to be making money by Alina Habba in court. My only question is, will this Democrat jury go easy on Trump? Are you crazy? I'm dug in.
Shout out to Doug, man, for another great video. Wow. So this woman took a script from Law and Order and trying to use it, the same story, to try to apply it to Donald Trump and still trying to seek damages to get money. I'm telling you right now, They owe Donald Trump so much money for putting this man through all of this crap. I don't care when anybody say, like I said before, when I read into these stories and I start hearing details of what this person's saying, if anybody that's listening to this, you know for a fact that what this woman is saying just don't make sense. It doesn't add up. And then it making it even worse that she's taking strips from Law and Order and saying the same room, Bergdorf Goodman, the same room. And like I said before, to me, all this is a money grab. And I just don't believe the story. And that's just me. But Donald Trump should receive money, should receive for the damages he's taking for this. He needs to get paid. But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about all of this. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.